Hello, this is Rob Day with That's My Entertainment, and we are here with, enjoying Batman, the animated series.
Yes.
Okay, I had a particular question when it comes to Mask of the Phantom. That was based loosely on Batman Year Two with the character of the Reaper. So did you guys go to that magazine when you came up with that storyline, which is going to be on the Blu-ray, of my understanding?
No, I'm sure there were some influences, but the Phantasm was intended to try and be wholly unique to the Batman series that we had finished 65 episodes by the time we were starting the film. So any adaptation or reflection of that influence was put in the blender of Batman Animated, and it was very intentional to try and make it as unique to the series as the rest of the interpretations of the villains. So even the design of the character, when Bruce was working on Phantasm, he made he must have gone through 25 different incarnations so that it wouldn't look completely Reaper-like, and would still hearken to that same persona. And what we ended up with was a wholly unique sort of interpretation. But there's definitely some influence throughout all of the shows, of what came before them. But we always tried to give them enough of a unique take that they stood on their own in the Batman animated universe. So.
Well, it definitely did. And also it was because it went to theatrical release first, and it wasn't as successful, but it also went to direct-to-video afterwards, and then there was success, get basically new life on the direct-to-video. Right. So did you, along with the other producers, believe that it was able to stand the test of time?
I think so, and being so personally connected to the Phantasm, and the fact that it was originally only intended for DVD, released to the theaters was the fear of my life, because I was literally overseas handing out to our studio the start of the production, and only then we got the official call that it was going to be released on the widescreen, and I almost passed out because it was like, what? Not because I was delighted, because I was terrified. It was never designed to be for the big screen. We didn't have the budget. It was already storyboarded. There was no time to go back and make any adjustments, so the best we could do was prep it for the widescreen, literally, technically, by building a format that would allow it to be sprawled for the widescreen, and then a little bit more time in the schedule for them to do good quality line work so that it would look good when it was blown up. But other than that, I was horrified that we were going to the theater. And when they put it out, it was literally, because I definitely went to see it, and it was released sort of the middle of the week, and they took it out in a week or two, and it was like, well, what was the point of putting it in theater? In my opinion, they didn't give it a real chance. And if anything, the release of the DVD and the success was the proof that had they given it a little bit more support and nurturing as a feature, I think it would have done very well. And I believe they should do an animated, feature of the character, whether it's the Batman animated version or any animated version of Batman. And if they give it the same respect as a live action film as far as schedule and budget, I think they would knock it out of the park.